What if everything you knew about the pyramids was wrong? The Egyptian pyramids, particularly those at Giza, have captivated scholars, adventurers, and theorists for centuries. While mainstream Egyptology asserts that these monumental structures were built as tombs for pharaohs during the 4th dynasty, circa 2600 BCE, alternative perspectives challenge this conventional wisdom. What if the pyramids are far older than we've been told? What if they were never meant to be tombs at all? What if they were built by an advanced civilization that has been wiped from history? Were the pyramids power plants? Did they serve as interstellar communication devices? Could they have been built by a civilization lost to the sands of time? Let's unravel the mystery together. A prevailing assumption in mainstream archaeology is that the pyramids were grandiose tombs for Egyptian rulers. However, no mummies or funeral artifacts have ever been discovered within the Great Pyramid of Giza or its counterparts. This raises the question, how did this narrative become so deeply ingrained in public consciousness? During the 19th century, British Egyptologists, such as Sir Flinders Petrie, played a dominant role in shaping modern interpretations of ancient Egyptian history. Some researchers argue that these scholars, influenced by colonialist agendas, may have crafted a narrative that fit within their understanding of Egyptian civilization while disregarding anomalous evidence. Unlike later tombs in the Valley of the Kings, which contain elaborate wall carvings and inscriptions identifying the deceased, the Great Pyramid is eerily devoid of hieroglyphic records or artwork indicating it served as a burial chamber. If the pyramids weren't tombs, then what were they? This question leads us into a realm of speculation, but also a realm of possibilities that could change our perception of ancient history forever. Have you ever wondered why the Egyptian pyramids seem so out of place in history? They appear at the dawn of Egyptian civilization, perfectly built, without any prior developmental phase. This is unlike any other architectural evolution in history. Where are the earlier, cruder versions? Why does pyramid construction seem to appear out of nowhere at such an advanced level? One of the most controversial theories suggests that the pyramids may be significantly older than Egyptologists claim. Conventional dating relies on indirect evidence, such as workers' graffiti found near the pyramids, which links their construction to Pharaoh Khufu. However, alternative scholars argue that these markings could have been added much later. Furthermore, ancient texts, including those of the Egyptian high priests who spoke with the Greek philosopher Plato, reference a civilization that predated the Egyptian dynasties by thousands of years. Geological evidence provides additional support for an earlier construction date. Dr. Robert Schoch, a geologist from Boston University, has suggested that water erosion patterns on the Sphinx, a structure believed to be contemporaneous with the pyramids, indicate that it was exposed to prolonged rainfall, which was characteristic of Egypt's climate over 10,000 years ago. If the Sphinx predates the pharaonic era, could the pyramids be relics of an even more ancient lost civilization? Have you ever noticed that ancient Egyptian temples, tombs, and monuments are covered in intricate hieroglyphics, yet the most famous pyramids are completely devoid of them? Isn't that strange? If the pyramids were the most important royal tombs of all time, wouldn't they be decorated with the grandest inscriptions and elaborate art? Unlike the opulent tombs of later pharaohs, the Great Pyramid contains no inscriptions, paintings, or hieroglyphic records. This conspicuous absence has perplexed historians. If these pyramids were indeed royal burial sites, Why would they lack the intricate decorations that characterized Egyptian tombs? Some researchers suggest that this absence points to an entirely different purpose for the pyramids, one unrelated to funerary practices. Imagine if Egyptian priests themselves revealed that their civilization was merely a shadow of a much older and greater one. According to the writings of the Greek philosopher Plato, this is exactly what happened. Plato, one of the most influential thinkers of all time, recorded a fascinating conversation between his ancestor, Solon, and the high priests of Egypt. These priests told Solon that Egyptian civilization was not the first, nor the greatest. Instead, they spoke of a civilization that existed thousands of years before, one that possessed immense knowledge and built great monuments that still stood in their time. This aligns with the idea that the pyramids were not built by the Egyptians themselves, but inherited from an enigmatic civilization that predated them. Have you ever stopped to consider just how impossible the construction of the pyramids would be, even with today's technology? Some of the stones in the Great Pyramid weigh over 80 tons, and they were transported across great distances and lifted into precise positions with almost no margin for error. The sheer engineering sophistication of the pyramids defies explanation by traditional accounts of ancient Egyptian capabilities. Despite modern advancements, replicating the pyramid's construction using contemporary tools and technology remains a formidable challenge. Engineers and stonemasons have attempted to recreate the techniques theoretically used by the Egyptians, but have struggled to achieve the precision and scale demonstrated in Giza. Some researchers argue that the pyramid's construction required technological capabilities that either remain unknown to us or have been lost to history. Could it be that the pyramids were not just buildings, but something far more mysterious? Perhaps a connection to the stars? The shafts within the Great Pyramid align with specific stars, including Orion's Belt and Sirius, which held great significance in ancient Egyptian mythology. Some researchers propose that the pyramids functioned as celestial markers or encoded astronomical knowledge that predates recorded history. What if the pyramids were not tombs at all, but ancient power plants capable of harnessing energy from the earth itself? One of the most intriguing modern connections to the pyramids comes from Nikola Tesla, the visionary inventor who revolutionized electrical engineering. Tesla was fascinated by the shape and geometry of pyramidal structures, believing they could harness and transmit energy. Could the pyramids have functioned as ancient power stations? Some theorists propose that they operated using principles similar to Tesla's wireless energy transmission, perhaps through sound reverberation, piezoelectric effects in limestone, or even an unknown form of energy extraction. The precise function of these structures remains speculative, but the idea that they served an advanced technological purpose cannot be dismissed outright. Despite centuries of research, the pyramids of Egypt continue to defy definitive explanation. As our understanding of history evolves, perhaps future discoveries will shed new light on these enigmatic structures. Until then, the mystery of the pyramids remains one of the greatest unsolved puzzles of human civilization. Please like, subscribe, and watch my other videos to learn what they don't want you to know.